It works! What damn thing. Pain in the ass. Hey up lads and lasses, Damfire here, back again with some more Starbase. So again, apologies on the camera, I just can't get it working. I dropped to like 10, 20 frames per second and it's pretty much a slideshow at that point. Either way, you join me in the shipbuilder, the advanced shipbuilder, where I am building my first ship from scratch rather than just slotting stuff together like you do in the easy builder. I definitely highly recommend any new players coming in to jump into this sooner rather than later, because it's got some complexities to it that aren't in the easy builder, but it does allow you to design a lot more freely. And on top of that, the tutorial doesn't really show you anything, which is a bit of a shame about this, because it's easily the better way to build ships from scratch anyway. I'm sure if you just want to slap stuff onto a ship you purchase, then I'm sure the easy builder works fine for that. But yeah, if you can jump into here, I definitely recommend it. So this is the, I haven't really thought of a name. I was thinking about calling it Asterius, because I built a ship in another game that I call the Asterius, and it has similarities to it, but yeah. So for the most part, the base structure's all done. I've got to plate up and bolt it all together, but yeah, we got to pipe it in. So I've run a load of pipes, ducts even, and these transfer the electricity and everything else down in these things, and they're running along both sides of the ships with my generators and stuff at the rear here. And I'm going to put some tanks in somewhere shortly as well that we need to connect up. They might come in a little bit further up, so I might have to change the wall around a little bit over here somewhere, but that should be fine. But yeah, and then I've got stuff running up there as well, right the way down. We have down the sides a whole host of crates. I'm not entirely sure how many. We can have a quick count. 2, 6, 8, 10, 12, 24, 48 on each. Yeah, 48 total, which isn't too bad. There is a lot of room to expand though. Like this whole front section's just not being used. I think I'm gonna put some chairs and stuff in and make it look pretty. But we sort of have the engine room at the rear here with some nice little generator and fuel chamber. So I found out somewhere that a single fuel chamber can run 3 generators. I've got a couple of spare fuel chambers and fuel rods there. At the back we've got our pipe slots, because I'm going to run these on radiators instead of on the coolant thing blocks that you can get that you need to replace. I'm going to just run some radiators that I'm going to slot into here somewhere, and that should look quite cool actually. If I get them in here and they're either at that angle or that angle, because you've got the extensions for them, I'll run those along underneath here, and I think that'll look pretty damn cool for certain. We do need to get pipes in though, and like I said, I have more or less the basic structure in to get the pipes along to where they need to go. We are going to have to glitch things through some of these beams and stuff to make them look cool, and try and keep the piping as much as possible out of this main compartment. I've had to use a bit up here because their inability to work out why that doesn't fit properly. It's like that is a 12 centimeter block and everything's in 12, sorry, that's a 6 centimeter block there and everything's in 12 centimeter increments. So yeah, together it's 12 centimeters, perfect. But because I got the this in the middle to run everything up from the bottom, I had to do this to get it working. It doesn't look too bad, to be honest. I was very careful in placing those pipes, so it's not too bad. And then all my other pipes should be okay, because they'll be running in positions where they shouldn't be seen. For example, I'm going to be running piping, I believe, somewhere in this gap here. I have ducts, we can turn the beams off, and machinery off, and plates off, and decorative plates off. And there you go, you can get a better idea of the sort of skeleton of the network I've put in of ducts to get me around the ship more easily. As you can see here, we got beams around there somewhere. Yeah, we can run our pipes and stuff from here straight down into here, and then up and around to try and get to all of these places and get everything piped up. I should have plenty of thrust on here, so we've got... I need to turn those around, actually. I just realised they are the wrong way around. Oh, no, they're not. They're for the thrusters. Never mind, they're completely fine. So, yeah, we have thrusters here on both sides and up the front. You want to try and keep your thrusters as far away from this centre of mass. So I know there's a lot of pink things going on because these won't auto-bolt. So I'm having to manually bolt everything in. But this here, this is my centre of mass. Yeah, there will be no ship war class at the moment because I've not got the engines up. And then my rear thrust, my thrust, centre of thrust is all the way back here. It's roughly in line, so that works out quite nicely. So I shouldn't have any issues with thrust once everything's connected up. But yeah, with my centre of mass being here, the further away these manoeuvring thrusters are, the more efficient they are and more effect they're going to have. So keeping them right up at the front for this yaw roll, I couldn't really fit them in. I was thinking about fitting them down here on a diagonal, but I didn't like the idea of that. So I've stuck them in there, which is a bit close to the centre of mass, but because the rear pitch are quite far back, it should compensate and fix that issue with not too much of an issue, to be honest. Again, we got more stuff to put into the back here as well. There's going to be some fuel tanks and what haves going in. So yeah, that's the build at the moment. So I'm going to pipe everything in and I'm going to bolt everything up. And yeah, we'll probably time lapse a bit of that so you get a bit of a view of how I'm doing it and stuff like that. And yeah, got any questions, do leave them in the comments. I'm pretty new to this game myself, so I'm still learning all this stuff. And like I've said, I've got several failed attempts here. So we have the Asteros, that was my first shot. The Asteros 2, that failed as well. The series test 2. These actually all work. Like, they physically work. The thrusters and everything work. But because of the shape and, like, I've been having issues with plates. Like, if you can see up here, these plates all fit, but on the series, because of the shape and the design, and it's got split hulls and that kind of thing, I couldn't get the plates in it properly. So I got to mess around with that a wee bit more, but it should be okay eventually. I just realised I need to move these one over, I think. Once these plates go in down here, these are going to be in the way. That's fine though, that shouldn't be a problem. It won't be too long either. Anyway, yes, enjoy while I pipe up the ship. There we go. We got one of the thrusters, thruster arrays all set up, and it should be ready to go once we hook up the main power, get some propane tanks or whatever they are, fuel tanks in, and yeah. So, without to bore you, I will cut here, and I'll come back to you when we do some testing and stuff like that, probably. Or I'll probably record and probably just add bits and stuff as we go. So we are all hooked up. Next up, we gotta get the main flight computer and the flight control unit installed and plugged in, and then yeah, it should be ready to go. Might have seen I had some difficulties moving stuff around. The radiators gave me a bit of a problem and stuff, but managed to overcome most of that. Thankfully, I've got this little gap between the sort of bridge I made, or conning tower, if you're British. So yeah, we have the conning tower up here on top of the ship. I will, because this will get plated around the outside anyway. Hopefully, if I can work out how to plate it, it'll happen. Having the flight control units up here, make sure it's the right way around. So someone to know, there's arrows on the top and there's arrows next to the screw holes on the black bit at the bottom. They need to be facing upwards and the forward direction of the craft. Points off. Snap to any? Oh no, it turns. If you go there like so, dock the main flight computer. The other side. Even, yeah. And then cables in. Cable in. Same over here. Should be pretty much good to go. The network should be fine. In theory, obviously not tested at the current moment. So, FCU forward. Control C, copy that. Come up here. I have one lever at the moment. Control V, FCU forward. In theory, we have forward control now. Let's check. Quick durability check. Okay, yeah, so I know I've got issues here. These just need bolting up. It's fine. I don't care if they break during the test flight. Check the thrusters quick. They will look fine too. That radiator is having a hissy fit. They're not connected. I need to get some beams down here first then. But we run some beams. Oh no, that won't work because of the gap. This is the issue, right? There should be a piece that makes this flush, but there isn't. If there was a piece that was flush across this beam, this would look A, a lot better. 2, I wouldn't have this issue with connection issues on these radiators. So even these radiators are still giving me a pain. How am I going to sort that? That is the question. Right, so I'm going to go off and think a bit and see if I can work out how to fix these radiators. Right, so we worked out a solution. That should work in theory. We'll find out shortly anyway. So we need to weld everything up. I didn't realise at some point I must have misbuilt the side over here, or the other side. Either way. That should be good now. We hit auto bolt, and there we go. And let's look at durability now. On so we can see. Really help. If you're getting into the advanced builder, use the durability tool. It's a godsend to work out what the hell's going wrong with your stuff. Battery here. What? How is that affecting that? What is wrong here? Is it because it's trying to hold up like all the others? If I do an absolutely absurd amount of volts here, will it fix? No. Okay. You're working too. Right. Get in. We can move! Right, okay. That's fine. Test flight complete. It failed, but it's complete. Alright, anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I'm gonna have to edit this to death because I've got like 2.5 hours recording here. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will be working on this over the weekend, I think, or over the week at least, and try and fix whatever the hell's going on. The thing is, it's not a super complicated build, but the game just, the consistency of things happening within the game make it so it's very inconsistent to build. Like, I have ships that work fine, and like they're done almost exactly the same as this. They've got all the same connections. They've got all the blah blah blah, and it'll just work or it won't work sometimes, and you haven't changed anything. Anyway, guys, it works. Damn thing. Pain in the ass. All right, what's the? You're like yours good. Okay. Good. How's the roll? Rolls arse, but it's kind of part of the ship design because it being kind of long and not very thick. But it does work. Come to a stop pretty quick because we've got the front engines. Well, and we got a pretty cool view. Awesome. So something to note is when I just had the one thing here, it wasn't working. So you need to have like all your controls mapped and then reset everything, and it works. I don't know why it creaks when it accelerates either, or sound like a train. Yeah, I need to get some panels up for batteries and all that sort of stuff. Oh, rotational's not bad considering the size of it. We'll have to go through and check all the durability errors and stuff though, and we need to finish off the plating. But that will be at some other point, I think. Have a good one, guys, and I'll catch you next time.